And we are live, Two and a Half Guys podcast. I'm your boy, Midget.
It's your boy Dos Stacks.
And we here, man, another week, man. Talk about these good old movies and TV shows. There ain't
Yeah.
really nothing out, man. I'll be honest.
Nah, like yo, they're not bringing it early summer.
It ain't really nothing out, man. I want to see the movie Opus.
I want to see Sinners.
Oh, with Michael B.
Yeah.
When they come out? You know when they come out?
I don't know, but I see they repping up. They revving up the promo on it, so it must be soon.
I heard the movie with your boy Jonathan Majors in is pretty good.
Yeah, but
He's coming out April 18th. April 18th.
they also it's coming out when?
April 18th.
Okay. Shoot, they also be like trying to blackball dude. Like every time he try to drop something, like I don't
Yeah,
know.
I heard the bodybuilding movie he did. I can't think of the name of it, but they say it's real good. So I'm gonna try to find it tonight. Check it
Mhm.
out. Check it out, man. How's your week, man?
Pretty good, man. Hey, man, excellent week, productive. Got
Yeah,
some good things in the work.
yeah. You know I'm representing. Even though we ain't in the tournament, Carolina out. Happy March Madness to whoever
Mm.
team's still in it. So I had to dust off the jersey. I'm gonna hang this up though. I got the frame. I just got to put that.
Shoot, you put the Ben sign and frame that
I mean,
thing.
I got the white one frame. I just ain't put them up yet. I'm looking at my wall bare, and I just had this on the back of my chair because I found it in the closet. I'm like, man, I need to put this in the frame.
Yeah, man. Shoot, man. Hey, celebrate your accomplishments, man.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna put that up, man. I got a practice. I got like 2 practice jerseys around here too. Some practice shorts. I got all that stuff.
Jaden.
Still sitting there, man. But yeah, man. We here, man. Another episode. Speaking of basketball, we watched Kobe making over Ledge.
Yes.
CNN. Matter of fact, CNN's doing a great job. Let me start with that. The CNN also did Luther Vandross.
Oh, they were the one. Yeah. They were.
Yeah, they also did the Luther Vandross joint. That one was really good, and so this one kind of skipped my radar. But I was happened to be on HBO Max because they ain't never really out, and
I don't know why it wasn't much more hype, or should I say, promo around it for some
because
reason.
it came out around the time that he passed. It came out in January. Yeah, it came out in January.
Okay.
I think it came out like January 25th. I don't know when the exact day Kobe died in the plane in the helicopter accident, but I know it came out in January and he passed in January. So I don't know if that was planned, but it wasn't a lot of hype around it. But I noticed a lot of CNN joints go to HBO Max, so they must have that partnership.
Got to be
And
somewhere along the lines.
yeah,
They
and
under the
so
same. They under the same umbrella or something.
yeah, got to be. So,
Mhm.
so I was good. I was searching through HBO Max and I saw this and I saw the Celtic series. So I was like, let me go knock this Kobe one out because it's only 3 episodes. And when I tell you this took me through an array of emotional roller coaster.
Mhm.
Starting with episode 1, it goes back into Kobe's
High school.
youth. Got clips of him in high school. Got clips of him as a kid, growing
In
up in Philly.
Spain. In
Dad was,
Spain.
dad was in the league, Jelly Bean Bryant, and got into some trouble. So
Hey boy, hey, I ain't know Jelly Bean was out there like that, boy.
man, all of them do. But see, what I did not know is cocaine stay in the system like 4 days. So if
That
they
was
only
they,
get, if,
that was their
it-
drug of choice because they could get it out their
yeah,
system
yeah.
fast.
So if you get tested like weekly or monthly, shoot, I can hit that bag and I'll still be good for the next game. We stay in that system a little longer, from what I'm told. So, so that's why
Yeah, Tiana, it was cool.
yeah, I forgot. So yeah, so his dad was got in some trouble, ended up getting cut, and they kind of blackballed him. To be honest with
Mm-hmm.
you, and so
Nah,
he was
for
like,
sure.
so I think a friend told him like, hey, you need to go. You still got it. You need to go overseas and play. Took the friend's advice, went to Italy, uprooted his whole family. Mom was like, let's go. Kids were like, hey, whatever. they get over there. So they gotta learn a whole new culture, gotta learn the language, gotta learn all this. But Kobe was so fascinated with basketball, he just loved seeing his dad play. So he's at every game. He was I think it was the towel boy, clean up the floor after during spills and falls. So he been around the game a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot he had two sisters, by the way, too.
Right. I did too because they very rarely get brought up.
Right. They were they're not in the spotlight at all.
Mhm.
And first episode they go through his whole Spain. They talk to the people in Spain, which I did not expect in Italy.
Mhm.
I did not expect for them to find classmates and friends and people he was cool with over there.
They spent some money on it for sure.
They had to do a lot because some of those people were still talking in Italian or Spanish. So it was like a lot of them never been to the United States or whatever, but they knew Kobe. He learned the language and they were just saying how fun he was and this and that. And dad retires. So when dad retires, he's like, yo.
Hey, I gotta say one thing, Midget.
What that?
Boy, Kobe been greedy with that ball from day one.
What? Did you see him the first rec game?
Yeah. They say Kobe was so greedy he had the other kids crying because they wasn't getting the ball.
Kobe would get a steal, pat, shoot, get another steal, shoot. So that's how they know he was gonna be an offensive juggernaut. They already knew it because he was not passing that ball. If he passed you pass it back, oh well, you ain't getting it back. And so
swing it.
Swing what? Kobe's like, swing what? This is my time to shine. And he always had that killer mentality, though.
Yeah.
Which I learned from that. He always had a love for basketball. He always thought the game of basketball. Like, I want to be this. I want to be that. And so dad retires from the EuroLeague. He's like, hey, time to go back to America. So now he got to go back to Philly. He got to go to this new surrounding. He's getting 40 a game, but exactly. He had to go back to Philly, which Philly ain't, the most welcoming.
No, it's not at all.
So, he had to get
you already know how I feel about Philly.
He had to get bullied. He had to find his way back in. But, him being great at basketball, that was his way in. So Kobe's going to be Kobe. Get back to high school. He adapts. And he becomes like one of the top players in the country. Well, the top player in the country.
Mm-hmm.
The top player in the country. And what I liked about this doc, though, is what I didn't like, but then I end up liking. I wanted to see more basketball, but I understand why they didn't do more basketball. Because that would have took the doc up further. And we kind of know all his accomplishments, championships, scoring titles, USA. He was just on the USA doc, the Dream Redeem team. So,
now this was still a money grab. Now
this one,
yeah, this was still a money grab. Although it was well put together,
this was more informational. I want to say maybe because everybody they all got their.
See, it don't feel like a money grab because it's coming from a prototypical CNN perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And when I look at them, when you say money grab, when I look at that, I look at somebody just did something just to do
it. I feel you, but
I don't look at this like they did. I think they took their time with this because there's a lot of docs out there between this one about Kobe. There's the 60-point game doc. I don't know if you saw that.
Mm-hmm.
There's another doc about I think that doc just leads up to the last game he scored like 60. And then there's another doc out there. I can't think of the name of. But there's some out there that in between. I think this one they took their time and they actually went into the life of Kobe.
Yeah.
To give us something, to see. Why you say you think it's a money grab?
Just from when they released it, you know what I mean? Like it's just certain strategical things, and also feel like, okay, would this documentary have been more effective a year ago?
But see, the thing about it, so many people was making docs. So many people was making it. I guess they felt like, it if we're gonna do it, let's do it right. Let's take our time and do it right. That's what I got out of it.
Okay.
Because, like I said, there's a lot of different docs out there, and I watched 2 or 3 of them already. But they get back to Philly. Kobe becomes this great basketball player, and they go into his high school life, basically. High school, he still was a killer. And then they go into him getting drafted. And that's when the shift changed between his mom.
I like how they changed the term ball hog to killer.
Oh yeah.
For people like Kobe and Mike, like, oh, he was a killer. Yeah, he was a killer of teammate confidence.
Oh shoot, you got that right. Hey buddy, if you ain't gonna work as hard as me, you don't get to take these shots.
I ain't psychotic, Kobe.
Yeah, you ain't gonna take. If you don't come in this gym at 4 and get this work in, nah, you ain't taking this last shot.
And then I still feel like if I come in here and I work just as hard as you or harder, you still gonna be greedy.
Oh, you still, yeah, Kobe's still gonna get
right, so like,
people like that still gonna get theirs now.
I just don't like that terminology on how they change things up for certain players. Like, oh, he was a killer.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Like, I mean, it was certain things about that term. I think they still saying, hey, they took a lot of shots, but in the midst of those shots, they were.
He was a shot chucker. He was a bad shot taker, but he was a bad shot maker.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think once he met Vanessa, that's when the relationship strained between his mom and his dad and him. Because you notice, like, when they met Vanessa, parents kind of stopped coming to things. They weren't even at his wedding, were they? So it was a lot of things they missed. Like, I think championship.
I mean, I really feel like they were right in the end.
Yeah. And then the thing about them selling the paraphernalia, it kind of also spoiled the relationship
because they was broke. They should have never been in that situation.
Yeah, I agree.
They should have never, like, regardless to how you feel about one another, the name that you carried comes from them. They're the original Bryants, right?
Absolutely.
And you should want that name to stand and have a certain je ne sais quoi to it.
Yeah,
it wouldn't have hurt you to give them some of their sons money.
No. Even before that, though.
Yeah, like you wasn't with him.
He was still alive when he was selling the paraphernalia.
Yeah, it should have never came to that.
Yeah, he was still alive, and I think that kind of really went, further. But you gotta realize, like, that's a phone call. Like, yo, what's up? Why y'all selling my stuff? Like, oh, we ain't got it like that. What's up?
This ain't no storage unit. And his dad was fighting cancer. So like that was for medical bills. It wasn't like
right.
We
just doing this just to
like we just trying to be spiteful. No. We struggling over here. I'm sick, nigga.
Yeah, and you're right. They never really mess with her like that. They never really dealt with Vanessa like that.
And I hate to say it, but the type of parents it seemed like Kobe got. Kobe parents wanted him to have a black wife.
Absolutely.
Let's just keep it a buck. Kobe wanted,
Absolutely.
Like, and I know there's two sides to every story, and I know that we don't.
We know, man. I mean, I ain't know Florida had a dude that's 7'6" out there. Yeah.
He even red-shirted.
Oh man, that dude is crazy. It's hard to play against 7'6", man.
Sure.
But I mean, yeah, they never really dealt with Vanessa, but at some point, because his family never really came to visit, because I think they said they was around in LA when he first got drafted. Then when Vanessa came to play, they kind of was like, oh, we're going back to Philly.
No, they say like they got pushed away.
Yeah, but they was like, we out. Like, once your attention and your everything goes to this person. And
Kobe ain't been listening to them, bro.
Because the family can't, a family of 4, we can't afford no Hollywood lifestyle without your assistance. We got to go back to where this European money lasts. So I got to go back to Philly, where I'm from, where I'm known, where I can get some other help if you're not gonna help me. So it kind of, it's kind of like I said, it took me through a roller coaster of emotions. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't think parents was at his trial, none of that, and it's like, oh, yep, she got all the power right now, man.
Like, yo, she out here doing philanthropist work with that man money, but that man family right across the nation needs some of that philanthropy money.
Right? Yeah, like it's me or them. Like
Like you
it's gonna
doing
be your parents, it's gonna be me. Yeah, that's true, man. But when it comes to parents, like everything that you've done, they put into you. So everything his dad did was thoughts of the family. Like I'm moving to Italy because I want to be able to provide. I want to be able to provide and do all this. And when she stayed after the trial. It was like,
yeah,
yeah,
shit, she could have leave, man.
yeah, man. So yeah, she stayed in that, and then he bought her that $4 million ring, and it was like,
baby, you can go.
that's one of the first things I remember them talking about is that $4 million ring.
Juanita Jordan, you can go.
Shoot, Juanita, you ain't heard a word from Juanita.
Juanita got her 170 and she was gone.
It's probably people that still don't know what Juanita look like.
Goddamn, 6 months later, Jordan signed the biggest Nike deal ever.
Listen, Juanita say, I ain't saying nothing. Don't bother me.
Oh, she on the NDA.
No, listen, but usually people break that. Juanita don't even
listen.
Ain't even in the spotlight.
170 is enough to go sit your ass down.
That's what I'm saying. Listen. Juanita say, I'm chilling. Don't call me. Don't call my phone. Don't email me. Don't ask me for no interview.
Juanita got a pool guy. She got a lawn service boy.
Absolutely.
And she's staying how?
Now she can get them boys out that cocaine. The oldest one out there.
We ain't gonna throw both of them under the bus.
One of them.
It's just that one.
The oldest one.
Yeah, that oldest boy.
Because the daughter played volleyball at Syracuse.
Man, that thing old. She probably grown with kids now.
Oh yeah, she is. She
still in college.
Yeah, no, I'm saying she played.
Oh, okay.
I know the oldest one played a little basketball or walk on at Illinois. The other one, I think he went to UCF.
Both of them played. The youngest one was nice.
He was young. He was athletic.
One that do the Nike stuff.
Yeah, he was athletic. I ain't gonna say nice. Hey, what's up, Red? I'm gonna say athletic. Enough to, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I remember watching Ben Gordon cook them boys on ESPN.
I mean, but listen,
not Ben Gordon. It was what's the boy name? Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon.
I mean, but we can't act. But we ain't gonna say and act like Eric Gordon was no.
Oh no, he was nice. He was nice.
Like that, bro.
But you put something on ESPN, you think you about to see a show. You saw one show, and it was one-sided. But yeah, the thing about the trial, though, I think it's in episode 2. They make it seem like Kobe really was guilty.
Yeah. I mean, but it's
a lot of details that I didn't know about. Like I didn't know he said maybe I got a little girl. I didn't know he said all that stuff. I didn't know he said all this because I never read the transcripts, never did any of that. But it kind of like he was kind of facing the fact, like, yo, I might have been a little too rough. Now to say it wasn't,
it was consensual.
Yeah, to say it wasn't.
A girl just agreed to some shit that she ain't know was gonna go that deep. No pun intended. I mean, listen, I can't remember what comedian said it. He was like, Kobe Bryant looked small until he walked into a courtroom. You feel me?
Right.
When he out there playing with Shaq and all this, he looked like a normal person.
Right.
But the image of him walking into that courtroom and he
6'8", 6'7",
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Long arms.
Yeah, so that looked funny. That looked crazy. And thank God for money and a good lawyer team.
Yeah. That lawyer, she really played into the safety of Kobe because she was a small little white lady. She was walking right hand in hand with him, walking him in the court. So it make it seem like, oh no, he's not that guy.
He's not really King Kong.
He's not really. And that's the crazy part. Remember that LeBron photo? I mean, I never liked that. I thought
But
they
he
just.
looked like but that nigga's
I thought they made LeBron look crazy on there, man, and it was like a underlying message. Like, what are y'all trying to?
Hey man, you think Stephen A. fought it a little bit when LeBron walked up on him?
I think he did jump scared him because, like he said, he was looking the other way, and then when he looked back, LeBron was there. So it might have been a little poop. It might have been a little what?
Oh shit! And then you got to look up
because you know people like that when you catch them off guard, those eloquent, always got the right words and the big words. When you walk up on them and catch them off guard, they can't really vocalize it. So when he got home, he thought about it. Then he got on his podcast and his TV
he thought about everything he should have said.
Right. But when you on them like that, it's very hard for you to come up with your words. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey man, thank God for basketball because Akron, Ohio, did not need somebody that big running around with no education.
But you know, he would have. I think LeBron would have been an athlete in some type of way. Maybe football. Maybe
thank God for athletics.
There you go. Because you know you gotta look at what's the guy that was in that class with them?
Big Baby?
No, the one that didn't make it.
Oh, it's not Lonnie Walker.
Lenny Cook. Is it
Lenny Cook?
Lenny Cook, yeah. You look at that Joker 6'9". That's a big. He's bigger now.
Boy, I was a big boy.
Big dude now. You know, and it's crazy. I watched his doc like a couple years ago, and just to see what he went from. Man, this dude was on MTV Cribs. He was in the clubs at 16, 17, and to lose all of it one night, like, and that was the year Tyson Chandler went in the draft. Eddie Curry went in the draft. I think Kwame Brown. All those guys were. It was like 4 or 5 high school guys in the top 15. So I was like, dang, like really? So, and I thought he thought he was gonna be that guy, but
he ran into that buzzsaw.
If you ain't got no discipline, you can't learn plays.
He run into that kid from Akron, bro.
But even that, like when you can get a bucket, yeah, that's cool and all. But as you excel up, you gotta be able to do other things. Because when you get to college, I'm gonna say, friends, everybody was the man on their team in some sort of way. You know, you got this dude averaged 20 in high school. This dude, so now you got to find your role. You got to find out like what can I do other than score.
Y'all tap that screen for us. Tap that screen. Let's get some likes and shares, y'all.
So, and when you can't make that change, you can't play no defense. Like, ain't too many college coaches gonna take nobody who can't play no defense, because anybody can get you a bucket nowadays. I can run sets for guys who can shoot. I can find a point guard to distribute. It's just things like that. So, but that case, man. But back to Kobe, man. I think episode 3 really got to me after I'm coming off that questionable.
Now, if y'all watch the documentary, if you're a sports fan in any way, shape, form, or fashion, by the time you get to episode 3, because they start setting the tone for you know what I mean? It's
how LA was, and you know how it was when it happened, and where people was when they heard. And I still remember I was here. I just walked in the house, and it came across my phone. I went in the bathroom. I'm like, nah, this ain't true,
bro. I remember that like yesterday. This is when I was doing on-site filming of the show, and we were headed to my barbershop to film, and it was me, the camera crew, Brina, and everybody, and it came across the phone, and I looked over. I can't remember who I was in the car, but I was like, "Well, they say Kobe dead." So when we got to the shop, literally like 3 minutes later, all 3 cars, like I remember all of us just hopped out of our cars. And we like looked at each other at the same time. Was like, "Yo, is this true?" Everybody was like, like it was like the world stopped.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like my camera crew started crying. I started tearing up a little bit. And I'm like, "Yo, is this true?" Like, and you know me wanting to make sure I'm hearing the right thing, I start going through all the sources, and I'm like,
Right.
boy, once damn TMZ say it.
Yeah, man. And then you got those cops taking pictures of the site, and it just wasn't a good look. And I remember sitting on the toilet, and I'm like, nah, this ain't right. I just sat there for a little while.
Yeah, man.
And I just sat in the sound toilet. I just sat there with the seat down and everything, my clothes, all my clothes on. I'm like, nah, this ain't it. And then I started seeing like the replies, and then I ended up watching like a game that night and seeing like the Devin Bookers and everybody just, these moments aside. I'm like, man, this is for real. Like this is for real. This ain't no play.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and then when things first happened, you hear all the yays and all the rumors and the misinformation on who was in the helicopter with him, who wasn't. Like they was
family.
Like they was trying to say some other basketball player was in there or something. It was a bunch of different names that they were saying were in there.
Then when I heard Gigi,
yeah,
like, man,
that was like, oh my god.
And that kind of hit me, and I was like, oh, this ain't good. I just remember, like you said, everybody just stopped, work stopped. I think I was off that day, and everything just stopped. Like,
I think it was a Wednesday too. It was like a weird day, like a Wednesday or Thursday or something. It might have
been. I just know I just walked in the house, and I had on my backpack, and it came across my phone. I'm like, and I went in, and me, I'm like, let me go to the bathroom right quick. Go in the bathroom, sitting down, scrolling through, looking on Twitter, and I'm like, nah, man. So, but like you said, episode 3 set you up because you can see it coming.
Yeah.
Him getting over this trial. And then, it shows the other side of Kobe, like what he wanted to do after basketball. He already had his plans.
Oh, he was going to be a billionaire.
He wanted to uplift women's basketball. He was heavy in the films. And, when Kobe set his mind on something to be great, he going to try to be great at it. So he was talking to producers, talking to film guys. So, it was just a
like I kind of feel like that damn league that he was about to start.
The female league?
Nah, the Chinese league.
Oh. I mean, I know he was going to help women's basketball. I definitely know he was going to do that.
Juju, like Gigi would have been Juju Watkins right now.
Shoot, Gigi might have been. This would have been her junior year, because she was in 7th, 8th grade at the time.
That's so sad, bro.
Yeah, he would have had a WNBA team by now, or at least he would have been like a
ambassador or something. Yeah. He would have had something to do it.
Because like Cheryl Swoop said, he was the first one you seen with a WNBA hoodie on, with the little orange joint.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like, man, oh man. So yeah, man, if y'all haven't seen the doc, man, it's definitely a good doc. It gives you other sides of Kobe. Definitely gives you other sides of Kobe, different perspective on his life, and what he been through outside of basketball. I just don't like the fact that his, and then of course, at the end they talk about his dad passing, like, years later. Still not know how that relationship was. Were they at the funeral?
I don't think so. I do not remember seeing them, bro.
Yeah, it was just strange, man. Like you think about like all this petty stuff that we've been through, and we might not have been talking at the time, like, so
it definitely comes a time to put petty aside.
Yeah, it definitely comes a time. That's what I got out of this. It's definitely time to put everything aside and be like, because you never know.
Mm-hmm.
That was I guess a routine helicopter ride to an AAU tournament. That's good. Now Jordan was always gonna be petty now. Jordan gonna put petty in his doc. Jordan.
And that really weren't even like a Jordan documentary. Of course, he's the star of the documentary, but
what was it? The Last Dance?
Mm-hmm.
That was more. I think that was more of our child because it was more basketball. Because you never seen the behind the scenes of teams in your 90s, early 90s.
Right.
So that's like one of the first times, the team of the 90s was the Bulls.
Yeah.
So to see them and see, what was going on, what they were thinking, and these two three-peats, and to see actual footage and to know what Mike was saying and how those dudes were being underpaid, like even Mike, like that's a great player of basketball at the time, and he getting this so it just shows also greed because instead of bringing Phil Jackson back, y'all hated Phil so much. I was like, man, bump that. We don't care what Mike say.
Phil had too much power.
Yeah, like I'm winning. I'm winning. Then you get greedy and like you just want to prove a point after a certain while.
Ego.
Yeah, ego. There you go. That ego
coming. And then you look, here we are, 25, almost 30 years later. Y'all ain't done nothing since.
Y'all had Derrick Rose. He was injury plagued, but there was a guy in the East at the time that everybody had to go through. His name is LeBron.
Ramon.
And you wasn't gonna get through him. Sorry, no matter what team he had. So, and then y'all put together that Zach LaVine, the Rosen team, which Lonzo was like a bunch of guards. Y'all drafted Cody White, brought in Caruso, brought in Giddey. Y'all had like 6-7 guards at the time at a time on a team, and it was just like that's not gonna work unless y'all just like the Golden State Warriors who can shoot it like that.
Yeah. You got a bunch of people that need the ball in their hand.
I'm telling you,
man. Speaking of basketball, I hate to spin the block real quick, but like, you see how Jaden Daniels' mom hated on Juju?
Hey man, let them kids be young, man.
Let them be cheering. I ain't never seen Juju smiling like that.
I thought Juju liked women.
I never got that vibe off her.
I thought she was into women.
I never got that vibe off her.
Okay. I thought she was into women.
Now a couple of moderns, but
a lot of moderns.
But I really feel like this one of them situations where Dukes, mind your business.
Yeah, man, let that boy
stay out the way, baby.
Listen,
like it would be different if this was some bum ass sack chasing female. No,
this girl gonna have her own.
She's already got her own bag.
She already on commercials.
Her own she already got 4 or 5 NIL deals.
Nike gonna hit her with the bag when she get touched.
And listen, and you're gonna want some athletic grandchildren to further this legacy.
Yeah, I thought they were young.
Me too.
Enjoying basketball together.
And then here come your overbearing mama who probably ain't got no man for herself. Get out there, like, yo, he got it. Like, if you time to where his balls gonna have to be balls, and you have to say, hey, mom, go sit down. You're doing too much.
But like you said, man, in a league that he's in, it could be any Instagram model, any group who ain't got nothing going for themselves.
This Juju, though. This somebody with potential.
This somebody who's getting education on top of that, at the top of her craft, who has all the potential in the world. Man, let that boy, and see, because he could be on the other side of that and be with a sexy red.
He could pull a Zion Williamson.
Exactly. And go to the corn.
Hey, my boy got the worst taste.
Oh, she could have a Travis Hunt old lady.
Exactly. So let this man do what he need to do.
And find a good one, man. And her parents are good people. I saw a little doc on her. Her parents are good people. So just
like talk about
her bun is famous.
Come on, man.
The little bun is famous. So and she can score the ball
with the best stuff.
With the best of them.
Man, you see this way I feel like she blocking her blessings.
Yeah. I mean, but like you said, he's a grown man. He's making these decisions. He got
No,
told.
he's of age. I can't call him a grown man
Well,
when your
okay,
mama
yeah.
doing stuff like this because you ain't no grown man
He's
with your
of
mama
age.
doing stuff like this. You just of age.
He's of age, and so that's when you say you gotta tell your mom, hey, ma,
Watch out.
I appreciate what you did for me, but trust me that you raised somebody who made good decisions.
You are not a grown man. Now,
And he gonna have to, and he gonna bring up examples like I could be Zion, I could be Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? I could be Anthony Edwards. So that's what I say. What you thought about Angel Reese saying if they don't get what they want, they're gonna sit out?
Doing too much way too early. What she still doesn't, you can tell that she's very immature and still does not understand the business.
1 year of success.
The WNBA still, this is
They're
entitlement.
young.
This is entitlement at its finest. The WNBA has still yet to turn a profit.
Right.
They are surviving off the stipend that the NBA gives them every year.
I think they lose what 10 to 40 every year,
$4 to $10 million a year. They never turn profit. So how do you expect the NBA money that these guys have earned over generations of?
And you got to think the NBA is old.
CBA's negotiations, they're the ones negotiating these big billion-dollar contracts. You're not. You can barely pack out a stadium.
Like they just moved y'all to a stadium just because Caitlin Clark was there.
And it's like this, bro. It's like until y'all put out a better product than the NCAA women's, you can't complain.
Or until with the women's game, until those names transferred to the WNBA, and you could follow players like Malaysia for a while, Juju Watkins, the old girl from Notre Dame, Paige Buckner from UConn. Until you follow those names and be like, oh, there's a league where they're gonna be like that.
Like honestly, that other league outside of the WNBA, rival, whatever it is, they're more popular than the WNBA
because they got one-on-one tournaments, they got the 3-on-3, so they got some stuff going on. So it's just another way to keep their names alive.
Yeah, and that's the way to keep them from having to go overseas to make some money in the off season.
Right. Because you see what happened to Brittany Griner, and it's like we can't afford to have our girls getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have a team next year.
Big Papa Griner is what they call her.
Papa want to smoke that tree over there in Russia.
Your dad gonna start. I mean, she putting her foot in her mouth, and that's young and entitled.
Yeah,
and not having any business couth.
But like you said, like your money come from NIL. The WNBA is still very young, Like
and I didn't hear any of the elder statesmen back her up on that. So really, she's just talking out the side of her neck. I'm pretty sure 70% of them girls looked at her like, "Who the fuck is we?" Bitch, I need my 60,000.
I need that 70.
Shit, fuck you talking about we?
Did you see A'ja Wilson's shoe?
I seen it. You mean the one that Bam had on?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like those joints. What you think about Brandon Jennings saying he better than everybody in his class? His draft.
Man, that boy's stuck in high school mode, man. He's stuck in high school mode, man. Like, the people that can't get past their high school success.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate to say it.
Dude.
Yes, you were the first one with a great mixtape. I get you a Kill Car, a bunch of those guys like was Austin Rivers had a great mixtape. Y'all got a great Hoops mixtape. One of the first high schools to have like their own mixtapes and Ball is Life mixtapes.
Yeah, them and what's the kid that was from South Carolina that had the crazy name?
Oh, Seventh Woods.
Seventh Woods, yeah.
Yes, all y'all started that. Y'all all had great Balls Life mixtapes.
Mikey Williams,
but he came after.
Yeah, he was the byproduct of all that shit.
Right. But Brandon Jennings was the first one I saw with his mixtape. I was like, dang, they really back then. And then you saw the Seven Woods and like this 7th grader dunking and doing. I'm like,
like a young Westbrook.
But yes, if we're talking high school, yes, Brandon Jennings, you probably were better than these guys. But league career, I can't say that you were better than Jrue Holiday.
You wasn't better than Jeff Teague.
I can't say you better than Jeff Teague. I
Jeff
can't.
Teague was out there poking on motherfuckers.
Right. And he played with, like Jeff Teague said, I played with Joe Johnson, Jamal Crawford, dudes who I had to give the ball to. He said when Brandon got lead, Michael Redd was hurt. You ain't had to share the ball with nobody. The rest of that team was trash.
Super trash.
You could shoot whatever you wanted. So, I mean, I get it, man.
And then you ain't do nothing after the second, like after the first half.
He got hurt his second season. And then it was like his career went, I think he got traded to Detroit. It kind of like fade into obscurity. He kind of fade into obscurity after that. So, I mean, that was it. So, that was pretty much it. Not really much from him other than that. So.
Right. He just talking out of his fucking neck, man.
What you thought about the just hilarious Lauren LaRosa Breakfast Club?
Another situation of talking out your fucking neck. If you had a problem with it, keep that shit behind the motherfucking cameras. Don't go on live. But I do give her balls for showing up to work the next day like it was nothing.
But you know why? Because Corey Holcomb called it out. So when people are saying, like, there's always been, when she came back from having a child, there's always been people saying, why she treat Lauren like that?
No, why is Lauren still there? Because the Breakfast Club is her, Envy, and Charlamagne.
But Lauren was there, Lauren created like her own like cult fanhood when she was there while Jess was out.
Real fast too.
So you had people saying, "Yo, we need to see Lauren. We still need to see her.
So she can read. She can actually read."
And so Corey Holcomb called it out, and everybody giving Lauren these props, and I don't think Jess took that well. Like, oh, y'all giving her all these props, and
I mean, you really lucked your way into that job in the first place.
I mean, the crazy part, I like Jess, but I also like Lauren. So I think all four of them could work.
I feel like it could really work, and I feel like having two women and two males actually level out what they're trying to do. But when you got this intelligent one who actually has a degree in what she's doing,
in journalism, and
is actually skilled at what she do. She didn't get here because of her popularity. She got here because of what she could do. She I didn't know she was one of the producers of the show.
Yes, and she worked at TMZ before.
I did not know that she come from TMZ. Yep. So this is a case of you seeing somebody better at your job than you.
And it got to you that the dude that don't like you brought it to the world, because even Corey Holcomb, not a mainstream comedian, he has a very cult following.
He has a cult following.
And they don't mind jumping into your comments, but yeah, Lauren better, saying stuff. So it finally got to her. For you to get on live Sunday night before work,
and you got to be there early, 4:30 in the morning.
So that means you jumped on live about 9:10. Like, you know what? Let me just clear this out. And she kept saying, it's not about the people, it's about how I feel. Like, we get it. Like, and part of it could be attributed to postpartum.
No, I'm not giving her that, yo. That's an excuse that they like to lean on.
I mean, I don't know.
Because listen, Mizzy, if you still going through postpartum, you need to be at home.
I mean, I get it.
But you was hearing the whispers of how good this girl is performing while you're not here, and you rushed yourself back. And you rushed yourself back on stage because you're not getting good reviews on your performances right now.
But see, I never heard people say Jess was funny. I never
She's
seen like
not funny. Like she can crack jokes back and forth. She's conversationally funny.
Right.
She's not get on stage funny. She's not write a joke funny. She's conversationally funny, and she only appeals to one energy audience, and that's the lower-minded, ratchet crowd.
Yeah. I mean, I've never seen like a clip. I've never seen somebody like record her.
Listen, even Samore had to change her content.
See, I never liked B. Simone.
No, Samore. I'm not talking about B. Simone. B. Simone is
Samore. Samore was out forever. She made that change.
She had to, because you couldn't, in the current climate, you can't just keep running around making.
She grew up though.
dick jokes and thinking that it's gonna
She
fly.
grew up, you know, back then you could get away, but then she grew up like we seen her evolution.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
B
I'm saying?
Simone is not talented either. She's a grifter too.
Yeah, I know.
She attaches herself onto whatever's hot at the moment and
Yeah, I've
grifts.
never.
She's not talented.
I've
Like
never.
shit, her whole book was plagiarized,
Yeah.
word for word, the whole fucking book.
Yeah. So I mean,
Oh,
like you said, I think she rushed back because she saw what was going on. And like you said, even if she is dealing with that, you
I'll
rush
tell you,
yourself back because you heard, huh?
I was looking at Tiana's comment. I was telling her
Yeah.
that I feel her.
No, it's real. That is real. She's not necessarily.
I mean, Tiana, but it's not like she's coming back to a regular job, Tiana. She's
See, I
coming
don't know how that feels, so I can't, I can't play that.
She's coming back to one of the top 100 radio spots in the world. You know what I'm saying? Something that's syndicated, something that people's going to notice when you're not ready, notice when you're not prepared, notice when you're getting outworked.
But I just think that's a conversation. She, like you said, her and Lauren sat down and talked before. That's a conversation she'd have all four of them. And
they had already had the conversation. Corey Holcomb's voice was in the back of her head.
There you go. There you go.
Corey Holcomb's voice was just fucking with her. And she cracked and pressed the live button because you created a problem that nobody even knew had to be a problem.
Yeah,
That's what mean that nobody had to know.
I mean, it made for a great week because I ain't listened to live radio.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah.
But I mean, that Monday, I was like, shoot, let me see what the Breakfast Club are talking about this morning.
It kind of make you wonder if, the Breakfast Club is a smart group of people. I wonder if they threw this out there too.
I mean, that was, that's always gonna be the theory.
But
when I saw her crying, I was like, all right, them comments really got to her because Corey Holcomb kind of threw the hoop, kind of.
Yeah,
yeah. Because that was just enough for them to make her mad enough to jump online. And, his voice is loud.
Yeah,
and she's probably heard that before because people been saying it. Like, bring Lauren back. If you look in the Breakfast Club mentions for past, you see the comments saying, "Man, bring Lauren back. Bring Lauren back." And once you see that, and they say they don't read comments or look at what's going on.
They do.
They read the comments.
They do. They human.
And
by the way, you motherfuckers that be commenting sideways on my page, I got screenshot motherfuckers, and when I get y'all, I'm gonna get y'all. I'm petty like that, bitch. I got screenshots of you niggas talking sideways. So when it come about and they be like, "Oh no, don't stop," I got the receipts. Oh no, don't stop. He ain't didn't know. She ain't didn't know.
Hey man, before we get out of here, young guys, it is not good to be in these streets. That's my message for tonight. Streets are the wackest thing you could be a part of. If you think the dude calling you gang and that's my gang won't tell on you at the drop of a dime, you look at some of the biggest, most gangster dudes on the internet right now.
Big U them told on themselves. And listen, if you after this point in time go on Adam 22, No Jumper, Vlad, any of that, and you get locked up, it's your fault.
It's your fault.
It's your fucking fault.
It's your fault. Because why would you want to, with all the influence you got, to make legal money? Why would you want, like Wack said, like, there's so much ways to make legal money ahead. Why would you want to go back down that road? Why would you want to be 60 in the streets?
You failed. How Major Cam say, if you 60, you still trying to be tough, and you still like you got something to prove, you fail.
Because if you get locked up, it don't matter if they give you 20 or 30. Boy, that's your life.
Out of here. And they about to give Big U all that.
Absolutely. Yellow Beezy, there's a body involved in this.
Yellow Beezy, you about to sit down.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like y'all killing people over arguments. Arguments. Because you don't want to look like a punk. Like, I don't get that. Like, why would you want to be involved in it? So that's my message. I thought, because they are locking people up. They say Big U told on Sue Surfing them, the New Jersey Crips. Yeah. That's how they got the RICO charge. saying he told on them boys. So yeah, scared to fight. Scared to fight, man. Pick up a gun at any moment. Scared to fight. So,
but and it's not just that. Like that part ain't just start. People been doing that, but now they advertising this shit.
oh, absolutely.
Like
now I gotta tell you,
like Midge, I had to like season 3, season 4. I was doing a lot of interviews. I had to stop.
because they were talking about stuff on the street.
Man, these young dudes would divulge information without you asking.
But though, here's the thing. Y'all are wrapping the crime detail by detail. Y'all giving street names of the guys y'all murdered.
Y'all giving locations.
Like, I follow a guy named Chicago Scene about a year or two ago, and he was, when the big Chicago thing, when DJ Academics made the Chirac doc and all that stuff. Yeah. I wasn't following because I wasn't listening to. I didn't listen to Chief Keef. I didn't listen to. But I went down and saw how it started in the list of things they were doing, and when they're rapping about, I'm like, I see why all of them dead in jail.
Yeah,
I see why Dirk in jail. Mm-hmm. I see why King Von might have been going to jail if he was still alive.
Yeah,
like I can see. Like,
ain't none of them was smarter than Chief Keef.
Moved to LA and ain't heard nothing from him.
And wouldn't go back.
Would not go back.
Ain't going back.
They say don't snitch, but they snitch on themselves.
Yeah, I agree. They like Brick Baby.
He want to show he gang on the dead homie so bad.
Well,
he want to show he gang.
He gonna have plenty of chance to prove it because ain't none of them boy getting out.
But I didn't know he got caught with AR-15
when they
2020 or 2023. Something.
Yeah, because they swept his house and let him out.
Oh, that's
yeah. He had an illegal AR in his house when they raided his house. They just let him out on recognizance. Like, okay, we're gonna double back and get you.
Oh, they double back.
Like, we already got you on this. We want you on something bigger.
Yeah, they gonna double back. They're gonna double back. And like I saw a dude say that about Yellow Beezy. Yellow Beezy got out with a $2 million bond. And they're saying all they doing is waiting for him to call somebody and try to set somebody else up.
Oh, he already out?
I think that's what the guy said. I'm not sure. I'm not following.
Then that must not have been federal because federal don't really be giving too many bonds. Like if you out on a federal arrest,
yeah,
you out working.
I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on that. I was just watching a guy. You know how these dudes be all in other people's business. I just happened to click on the link, and it auto played. I click on something and then it auto played to the next video. And they were saying that they think he out on $2 million, saying that they were trying to set him up because they know. Because apparently the dude he set up to kill Mo3 is he got text threads and about a payment.
He told,
which is dumb. And when I went to Dallas. Remember when I went to Dallas for
what, a cheerleading competition or something?
No, my cousin's wedding.
Okay.
Remember we were supposed to do the podcast that Sunday, and
yeah.
And when that happened, the guy that my cousin married, he grew up with them. And she was saying that he invited Yellow Beezy to the wedding, and they played Mo3, and like I never knew the influence of Mo3 till I went to that wedding. They played Mo3 at the wedding, and you would have thought they played.
I mean, but they always love you after you dead, Midgie.
But that's Dallas. It was Dallas.
Yeah, but Midgie, I'm gonna tell you the thing now. They try to paint Mo3 like, he was the victim or this, that, and the third. Boy, that boy was out here spinning shit by his.
Absolutely.
I kind of can't blame Yellow Beezy for putting money on him because
absolutely not.
Because he was on Yellow, like remember when Yellow Beezy broke his arm?
Yeah.
In the accident?
Yep.
That's because Mo3 was dumping out the window at him out of a crackhead's car. Like he was spinning on them like that. He was a real menace out here.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Like they, I get it, the Dallas, but they was singing songs I've never heard of before.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they were saying word for word. So his influence there was big. But like I said, man, the streets ain't for everybody, and it definitely ain't never been for me. So I don't advise it for nobody.
I left him alone. Thank God I made it.
Shout out, man. Hey, man, you want to do a TikTok sometime this week, man?
Monday and Tuesday good for me.
Let's do Tuesday.
All right.
Let's find something to watch.
Hey, man, we need y'all engagement. This podcast does not operate properly without you guys' engagement. Mm-hmm. If it's something that you would like for us to watch, movie-wise or short documentary-wise, because we do have lives outside of this podcast, but if there's something interesting that you would like for us to participate in watching and reviewing for y'all, please feel free to inbox us, and we will do our best to review these movies for you guys.
Yeah, man, let's get on the talk. In fact, let's get on the talk Tuesday and do a top 5 or top 10.
Let's do it.
Let's do a top 5 or top 10.
And we need y'all to go follow the TikTok page. What is the actual TikTok page, Midgie?
2.5 guys pod on TikTok. I'm gonna start posting on there more because, like I said, man, I'm just been busy. You know, job change, this happened. So I'm really I'm gonna have to sit down one day and really edit all the podcasts, put them up. So if y'all see a bunch of podcasts come across, just know I'm editing like crazy. So one day I'm gonna have to really take off and really sit down and catch up because I'm probably down 15, 20 episodes, and I don't want to get out of hand.
I mean, shit, you know, it's programs that'll do it for you.
Yeah, so I may have to spin the block on one of them, but
because I'm working the fuck out of Opus Clip.
Oh man, did you end up paying for that?
No, I ain't paying for it. I'm just using my 60 credits a week they give me.
Oh, really? They give you 60 credits a week?
Yeah, 60 free credits a week.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that. So we definitely.
And if you got different emails,
I do.
I ain't got to say nothing else.
Man, you know I'm a free trial guy, man.
Come on, man. I know who
I'm son. Come on, son.
Yeah,
you know I got to email for every free trial. Hey, listen, Hulu already offering $2.99 for Disney and Hulu Plus. I'm about to delete mine and start over again.
Hey, he ain't in the streets, but he on the dark web.
Absolutely, like Kenny Martin say. Absolutely. So yeah, man. But we'll do top 10. We come over top 10. Whether we go back to the old school and do a rearranging of our top 10 TV series.
Yeah.
And do that over again and see if anything changed because that's new to them. It's old to us, but it's new to them. So
right. And if there's a top 10 list or top 5 list y'all want us to do, present it to us.
We'll do it. Man, let's do it. Let's do top 5, top 10 our favorite TV shows and see if anything changed.
Let's do it.
And we can do a round robin like we did last time. So
bet.
Yep. So Tuesday, check us out. I'll put a post up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Make sure you pay your tithes. Make sure you go to church. 10%, that's all I ask. That's all he asks of us. And we'll catch y'all next Sunday.
We'll take 10% too.
We'll take 10% too. Peace.